driving. On February the 10th, 2011, Ashley Jones Davis was killed in a horrific car accident. She was texting and driving. She drove to the left of the center lane and hit a box truck head on. She died on the scene. Since that time, her family has dedicated countless hours and emotional energy telling Ashley's story. They want other families not to have to go through the pain and the loss that they have experienced. Texting and driving has become a real issue in today's society. Many teens as well as adults have formed a habit of using their cell phones while driving their cars. It is distracting, and the probabilities of getting involved in a car accident while driving are higher than if you are not. In this persuasive speech, I will discuss main reasons why texting and driving is bad. There are three main issues of why texting and driving are bad. The first one is distraction, and then the higher risk of accidents and fatalities. The U.S. Department of Transportation is leading the effort to stop texting and cell use behind the wheel. Since 2009, we have held 2 national distracted driving summits and have banned texting and cell phone use for commercial drivers. We have also encouraged states to adopt tougher laws and have launched several campaigns to raise public awareness about the issue. The first risk of texting and driving is distractions. Even though teens recognize that talking or texting on a cell phone or using social media apps while driving is unsafe, they often engage in these behaviors while driving. What is distracted driving? It is texting, using a cell phone or smartphone, eating and drinking, talking to passengers, or grooming. According to distractions.gov, a 2015 Erie Insurance Distracted Driving Survey reported that drivers do all sorts of dangerous things while behind the wheel, including brushing your teeth and changing clothes. The survey also found that 1/3 of the drivers admitted to texting while driving, and 3/4 say they've seen others do it. Another risk while texting and driving is high-risk accidents. Crash risk is 4 times higher when a driver uses a cell phone, whether or not it is hands-free, according to the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute. Texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an auto crash than driving while intoxicated. Individuals who drive while sending or reading text messages are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car crash than other drivers. A crash typically happens within an average of 3 seconds after a driver is distracted. Distraction.gov also states that the percentage of drivers text messaging or visibly manipulating handheld devices increased from 1.7% in 2013 to 2.2% in 2014. Since 2007, young drivers from the ages of 16 to 24 have been observed manipulating electronic devices at a higher rate than older drivers. Lastly, the worst risk of texting and driving is fatalities. According to the Federal Communications Commission website, the popularity of mobile devices have some unattended and sometimes deadly consequences. An alarming number of traffic accidents are linked to distracted driving and includes use of mobile devices while driving, resulting in injury and loss of life. The most recent national statistics are sobering. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported that in 2014, 18% of injury crashes and 16% of all police-reported motor vehicle traffic crashes were reported as distracted, affective crashes. In 2014, there were 3,179 people killed and an estimated additional 431,000 people wounded in motor vehicle crashes involving distracted drivers. At any given daylight moment across America, approximately 660,000 drivers are using cell phones or manipulating electronic devices while driving, a number that has held steady since 2010. 10% of drivers ages 15 through 19 who were involved in fatal automobile accidents were reported as distracted at the time of the crashes. In 2014, there were 520 non-occupants killed in distracted, affective crashes. Overall, we as a society can help prevent this as much as possible by, 1, giving clear instructions. Give new drivers simple, clear instructions not to use their wireless devices while driving. Before new drivers get their license, discuss the fact that taking their eyes off the road, even for a few seconds, could cause someone injury or even death. Lead by example. No one should text and drive. Be an example for others. Become informed and be active. Tell friends and families and organizations that you belong to the importance of driving without distractions. In conclusion, many distractions, high-risk accidents, and death are all #1 reasons why we should put cell phones down while driving.